Hello, welcome to day 27 of the Self-Love and Manifesting Challenge. I am so excited that you made it to day 27. We are almost done, you guys. Seriously, like a few days left, and we have completed this whole challenge. So congratulations if you've been following along. If you haven't, no worries. Doing even one day of these tasks is going to be helpful for you. These are all really, really useful and popular manifesting techniques. Some of them, aren't really popular and aren't known really well, but a lot of them are, including the one for today, which is to practice scripting by utilizing I don't know if most of you have heard about scripting, but basically it's you take a piece of paper and you write down, you could type it as well. You write down everything that you already have, especially in regards to what it is that you're trying to manifest. So let's say that you want to manifest a big mansion and you want to live by the ocean. So you would write a letter of your future self already having that mansion and living by the ocean. And you would write all of the wonderful things about a day in the life of you having that exact life. Okay. So this is just a really fun and interesting practice, and people really enjoy it. So what often happens is you can decide if you want to just do it today and put it away. So there's two theories here. One is you write your letter or you write your letter to about a diary entry or whatever about yourself in the day of having all the stuff that you want, and then you shred it or burn it or put it in a box and don't touch it. And that's kind of like saying, I'm letting go, I'm forgetting of you, and I'm moving into the receiving state. Okay. So you want to just kind of like let it go and like say, this is my message to the universe that I want this to happen. The other theory is that you want to spend more time thinking on this. And so you would take, 30 days, 60 days, however long, and review this with yourself and maybe even write yourself a few more letters. So you either would read it to yourself every night before going to bed, or you would write yourself a brand new letter every day as if you are continuing to live your life in the way that you want in this new world with your mansion and and on the seaside or whatever it is. Okay. So this is just a really fun way to do this. You can decide whether you want to continue to do it for a long time or if you want to just set it and forget it. Okay. And I've heard it works both ways. I feel like a lot of people feel like there's one way to do it and there's only one way to do it. And that's just not true. It just depends on the person and the person's beliefs and how they are perceiving things and how they see things from their world. Okay. So I just wanted you to know that, because a lot of times all these people, I mean, I read like I've read like a billion different books, and I feel like people say that their way is the only way, but that's just not true. Like it just really has to do, it's on a person to person level. That's why when I work with my clients and with manifesting, like we use some of my techniques, and I use my techniques that I'm used to help them manifest things, but there has to be some level of belief and comfort on their level with what I'm doing. So we'll often try a few different techniques and see which one resonates with them the best before we move forward. Okay. So that is your manifestation task. Your self-love task today is I would love you to declutter your office and your space, making it a more harmonious space to live and work. And the reason why this is because oftentimes when we keep our spaces cluttered and full of junk, and it stresses us out, it overwhelms us, and ends up making it so that we don't do anything towards our goals. And we basically just end up being lazy because we don't want to deal with the fact that our house is a mess, and it just ends up being really stressful. And this is the case for I would say 95% of the population. There are some people that actually like having a mess. I don't understand that at all. I guess my personality doesn't really work with the mess, but some people actually are more comfortable with it, which is totally fine. I'm just saying most people are not. So take some time, declutter. The other thing about decluttering, as I've mentioned in other videos, is it's really important to get rid of things that are no longer serving you, that are not giving you the things that you need, and things that just kind of lay around in your house and take up space but don't actually do anything. So go start looking through things. Look through your garage. Spend some time going through a drawer that you haven't looked in for a while and see if there's anything in there that you just don't use, and donate it, give it to somebody else who needs it. I really enjoy our Buy Nothing group here where I live, because we're able to hand off things that we don't use anymore, and other people hand off things that they don't use anymore. So it's a very give and take kind of relationship. So I've gotten things off of there, people have gotten things from me off of there, and it's just really a wonderful thing to do if you have that locally in your neck of the woods. And if not, then find a donation center and just donate the stuff that you just don't use, or maybe it's something that's broken and you just need to throw it away. Whatever it is, just start moving stuff out, because the more that you move out, as I've said before, the more that you can bring in. You're kind of like you're opening up space. So it's actually kind of a funny story. I recently got rid of a whole bunch of books. Like it was all these books that I just had laying around and I wasn't touching, and I wasn't resonating with them anymore in any way. And so I just got rid of a huge pile of books. And you know what happened? I was called to buy these other books that actually started to really change my life. And so I feel like I was bringing in information that I needed by getting rid of information I no longer needed. Does that make sense? So I think that's just another story. I mean, there's so many out there about this, but that's just another story to show you that this is just way more important than you would think it is, right? So yeah, so that's your self-love task that also kind of goes along with your manifestation task. And again, if you haven't joined my free Facebook group yet, which is where we're doing the challenge, you can join that below for free. I also have my Manifest Your Best Life Masterclass and my Abundant Life membership, which is open right now and ready to go. You will get the Manifest Your Best Life Masterclass in that in the membership as your August masterclass, and there will be a brand new masterclass starting in September. So get on board, join us. It'll be really fun. There's also a private Facebook community, and I do live Q&A calls every week. All right. So I also do healing sessions and manifesting coaching sessions and things like that. So if you're interested in that, there's also a link for that below as well. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 28.